Hi everybody and welcome to another episode of Gabriel Knight, The Sins of the Fathers. And this time, let's take a look at the crocodile mask.
Yeah, let's do that.
And I think now we can ask about it because we've talked about the animal masks and everything.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about like the ones in the voodoo ritual? Right? I used to sell a few.
He's like the most biggest red herring character, really.
Yeah, well, he does give us the crocodile mask, but yeah, like I mentioned before, like this character just infuriates me.
He does too, because like you know he knows shit, and he's like, oh, just like nothing. And it's like, and like the entire game, I was like, okay, there's got to be a way, like where you like he's probably gonna be connected somehow. And in the end, all he does, he sells you the stupid luck potion and the crocodile mask, and that's it. And okay, well. The woman, the old lady. That's the three things. But
yeah. Okay. Now we found out about the mask.
How many times I came here and clicked on all the topics multiple times?
Oh yeah. Like that shit is infuriating. If there is a character you can just talk about bullshit stuff. I'm wondering if the guy shows up.
Oh.
Remember we talked about the guy who wants to buy Gabriel's painting.
Oh yeah, the very flamboyant dude. Yeah, he's just
from the neighboring shop, but he still hasn't showed up.
He's a very '90s character for sure.
Oh, there he is!
There he is. Yep.
Hey, kids. Bruno.
I guess that's what activates it when you find out that you can buy the mask.
Customer
of yours.
How's the flower business?
It's a flower sales. Oh man, they're really rubbing it in with the yellow shorts and. Oh my god, I never even thought about the walk cycle.
Rarely see anyone in
oh yeah, he's very as I said, flamboyant.
Yeah.
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
I like said no to him twice, but he keeps coming back eventually.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
Yeah.
God damn it! Who is this voice actor? He's also the voice actor of the guy in the park who did the drawing for us.
I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment. You know, my fares are so.
Honestly, he looks like Steven Seagal's gay brother or something like that.
$100 for your father's painting?
When you think about it.
Let me deal with it.
Oh my god.
He's probably Steven.
Did you know that one of the biggest Finnish music acts right now, like they're big in Finland, but one of the biggest Finnish music acts right now is Steven and the Seagulls.
Wow, I love it.
That is an actual band. I have not listened to anything from them, but like I thought, like, are you guys fucking serious?
Is this like Austrian Death Machine?
I have no idea. I don't even know what kind of music they make, but I saw like their name and I heard their name like advertised. There was this one big music event like before the summer that I heard they being advertised, and they're like the chart-topping band Steven and the Seagulls, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Steven and the Seagulls.
Yep.
Although there's another band that I actually like very much, another Finnish band, and their name origin is even more weird and convoluted. There's this band that's called the band is called Eppu Normaali. So it's two parts. There's Eppu and then there's Normaali. And it's kind of like a gag. It's like Eppu is a guy's name, but if you turn it in, but it's clearly like supposed to be a play on words for the word epänormaali, which means abnormal.
Ah, okay.
Yes. But where it originates from, that whole joke about having it being somebody's first name, is actually, it comes from the Finnish translation of Young Frankenstein. Remember where Igor says about the brain he stole and says it was Abby something. Abby normal.
Ah.
Because that was an abnormal brain. So that's a weird, like, the Finnish translation of a Mel Brooks movie is the origin of your band name.
Yeah, one of the weirdest bands I've seen is a Flanders themed death metal band. Everybody's dressed like Flanders. from Simpsons.
Flanders. Oh.
Flanders, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
And
Wow, your
they're-
accent tripped me up
it's-
bad. Like I thought. Yeah.
It's Flanders, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like Austrian Death Machine is like in a band where they're making fun of Arnold and they're singing his accent, and
Yep.
they're basing songs off of his quips and quotes.
Aye.
Well, imagine another metal band,
Can
a
I
death
ask
metal
you,
band, doing music based on Flanders's quips and quotes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because like it's pretty fascinating. It's,
What's the thing that he always says?
it's like having nothing at all. For example, that's like what they made a song about.
Yo, giggly, or something like that.
Yo, giggly. Giggly goo.
Sell that crocodile mask?
Oh, do you remember that episode of The Simpsons when they went to Canada, and I think they were like shipping they were like smuggling cheap drugs from Canada or something. Homer and company. It was Homer, Apu, and Flanders, and
I don't even remember that one anymore.
wow, yeah, and Flanders meets like a Canadian version of Flanders, and they get along like splendidly until the Canadian Flanders pulls out a joint and, would you like some marijuana? It's totally legal here. And then like that's when Flanders like gets like murder in his eyes. Like, I knew that this was too good to be true.
I love
And
it.
they leave.
Yeah,
Oh, that's all right.
Flanders and his
I don't
religious
need to
fanaticism.
stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
I don't.
Of course you don't.
Yeah,
Now
I
he gave
watched
me the
some-
lucky gambler's oil, I think.
Yeah, he did. You get it for every purchase.
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. So now we can go to the bar.
To the chess player.
The chess player.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a goldsmith, and that's why we need to
Yep.
talk to him, because he'll make the snake bracelet for us. And yes, and actually that's going to be important for us on day 5, because that's when they close down the investigation and we have to get all the clues to convince them to reopen the case.
Yep.
Okay, I don't remember, do we have to just talk to these guys?
Nothing like a good game.
Yeah, just talk.
Well, this isn't a good. Oh well.
With all the
So, having a. Fine.
I guess these guys don't say anything.
You know what? Those are those guys. You got to give the snake oil, the oil to the guy in purple.
Yeah, I know, but I'm wondering if we need to activate this somehow. Bar patrons.
I think
Yeah,
yeah.
Can you tell me about your.
This crowd, the ones you see are mostly regulars. That quiet girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're, in other words,
What can you tell me about your.
see those old guys at the chess
All right,
table?
that's Sam and Marcus.
That's Sam.
Sam and Marcus.
Sam? The one with the purple
Sam.
They're
hat?
pretty.
Okay.
It's not
They're
bad
pretty
as a
funny
bad-
actually. They have some good
I've
quotes.
seen him beat guys twice as good.
A little bit of a comic relief.
Okay, but can't we ask about
What can you
Sam
tell-
Call
specifically?
you a regular guy. We're still.
Don't hold.
Okay. Do we just give it to him? Is it just
Yeah,
that easy?
that's it. That's just it.
I'm skip.
Gabriel has no.
There's my.
Wait.
Yeah,
Try the
that's the
question
problem
mark.
because there's.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt.
Yeah, now he says, "This isn't a game. This is a slaughter."
Nothing like a good game. Yeah, well, this is. Oh well.
Yeah, I had to somehow find out like that Sam is superstitious and he believes in this hoodoo thing.
Fine.
A man in a loud town.
Hmm. Oh wait! I think I have to ask him about like voodoo.
What can you tell me?
Yeah.
Some people do believe. That guy Sam, the chess.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Ah, that's it. Of course.
All right. There was specifically Sam and voodoo. Okay,
So
there.
what has Sam told you about?
Well, about.
Yes.
50
Okay,
years
that's the
ago,
dingling.
Sam
Oh yeah, did he use the
Good,
love
was a
potion thing,
He
right?
went to a voodooing. Well, he buried the pouch, and then now she's his wife.
Okay.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem.
On top.
That's kind of funny.
Those chess pieces while I'm gone.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of these kind of challenging games, there's a challenging game I've been playing recently.
What have you been playing?
It's Mega Man in Base, which is the kind of the forgotten, one of the forgotten middle chapters of the classic Mega Man series. It came out after Mega Man 8, but it was on the Super Famicom in friggin' '98, which means it was, which is of course the Japanese Super Nintendo. So that's why it originally didn't get released, and now it had a Game Boy Advance release, and now it came out for the Wii U. So I've been playing that, and that game it's a lot of fun, but it's like really friggin' challenging. But I kind of enjoy it either way, which is kind of weird because we're complaining like how cryptic and difficult this game is. But then like if it's like a platformer, like I don't honestly mind if it's a little hard.
Honestly, platformers are in many ways more challenging because, like, really, I mean, the difference is that an adventure game, it's basically a guessing game, and if you really want it, you can just use a walkthrough and play through it. Whereas in with Mega Man or like a platformer, you actually have to, beat it. I guess you could use a Game Genie or something, but
well, I for the most part, it's like I try to stay very legit. The Wii U, however, I have cracked a little bit on the fact that, this voodoo oil could make a nun. Get lucky. Ouch.
yep.
This is funny too. Like I'd stake my reputation as a novelist. It'd be funny if you said like you're a novelist.
Yeah.
Let me see that
But that sounds cool, man. No, I nowadays when I play video games, I try to stay as legit as possible because for me it's like when you cheat, well, like kind of what's the point? I will admit though, when I play adventure games, just to keep my sanity, I have a walkthrough, like the hint system next to me.
Yeah. There's a difference also in the difficulty that I think there's a way to make a good challenging adventure game where you actually like give enough clues so that you can actually figure stuff out. It's like it's something like we've talked about this a lot with the adventure game podcast and everything. Like there's certain like design flaws that somehow are just like very easily still get repeated like to this day. But then with a platformer, it's like mostly skill based. Like of course like there's just like hellish like design in some games, and especially like Mega Man and Bass. That's a game where you can choose to play as either Mega Man or Bass, and the game is clearly like designed for Bass, and when you play it as Mega Man, like it's actually a lot harder.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you are the biggest butthead. Them's fighting words.
I love that little rotoscope animation.
Yeah. He's so happy that he won.
You could just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine. I love that like he's got like a silver jacket and a hat. The other one's like a purple jacket. Like what the hell are these people wearing? Like even the guy with the girl that you can flirt with. Like you see those are like
they're all wearing the correct shades of color for this location.
Also, the thing is that those three people, they're like completely useless. Really, they're just like pure NPCs.
Yeah. You can go talk to them, but. They don't know.
They just
nothing.
say buzz off pretty much. Except the chick, she flirts with you a little bit, but
maybe yeah.
Anything with this?
But then her boyfriend, of course.
Actually, that's a funny thing about. I think Ron Gilbert said about like the way they used to color code everything in adventure games is that they would not use like all the. Because even though it was a big deal when they had all 256 colors to use, like that used to be a big deal in computer graphics. But like literally they would like save up certain shades of color for interactive items and only use certain colors for background items. And the reason for that was just so that, interactive items would pop up so you would notice them. And also that characters would not blend into backgrounds as well.
That's good color design then, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they did the same thing at Sierra, but yeah, it's...
Yeah, it seems like they did somewhat. Because this is you see, if you look at this area in particular, you can see the colors purple and blue pop up a lot, and brown.
Yeah.
Like it's purple, blue.
That's the thing, like this green bottle looks like you could totally pick it up, and I know that's totally not an item you can use. So that's weird.
It's a well-designed... I like that bar a lot, actually. Like,
yeah. It's kind of a weird location. You don't really do a whole lot there.
I think they put it more in to have a little bit of comic relief. I think they just wanted to put in these two characters in there.
All right. I think now we'll get to meet Malia. Here.
Why don't you pick up the brick?
No, we have to pick up the brick. We don't take the brick with us. We use it when.
Oh yeah, of course.
When
yes.
we have to write the message later.
Yeah, I forgot, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
I don't think you can even pick it up. You just use it every time you write on the wall.
Yeah.
Where is the exit? Oh, there it is. Oh yes, this is the thing. All right. This is the.
It's the cutscene.
Yeah.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
Ain't that a coincidence? Two graves
Well, Mr.
together
Knight, if there's
in a
nothing
graveyard.
else,
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different.
Yeah, I think we talked about this. How he's getting on really strong, like pretty
Oh
much
yeah,
creepy in a way.
really creepy. Like fucking, he's known her for like 4 days,
But
and now
that's
like,
got-
baby, I gotta be with you.
Hey,
Motherfucker, we're in a graveyard. Couldn't you
I-
have picked up a better, like a more romantic
This isn't a
location?
musical, Mr. Knight.
I think though that
live
also
in
that
different worlds.
she also wants him because and the reason is they have this psychic connection.
Yeah, I
kind
understand
of-
that. I understand that's the whole thing. I just wish
No,
they
don't.
had done this like a little
Why don't you
more
come
classy.
see my
Yeah.
world?
Yeah,
I guess, you know, Gabriel really puts the romance in Necromancer.
Crazy about it.
Yeah. Well, it's not like they end up doing it here, so it
I'm
could have been.
sorry.
No, thank God,
There's no
not.
place for someone
This
like
would be
you.
like a
Not
I don't know, that would be
now.
pretty hot.
Not now. Not
Then
ever.
you know that would have been horrible. You know.
Yeah, and then she does like show up like at the end of the day anyway, you know.
Let's just hope
Oh God, I made a whole big blog about like my top 5 and bottom 5 like favorite and least favorite things about the Gabriel Knight games, and I don't know if I want to recommend it to you because you still haven't finished the third game, and there might be a few spoilery bits in it.
I will finish the third game. This is one of the next adventure
Yeah,
games.
but this is one of the things that I criticize these games for. Like they're like every fucking game, or you know, Gabriel just. Gabriel's getting more action than Lisa should Larry, and he's only been in 3 games.
Well, you see, Gabriel Knight is an actual, you know, good-looking, charismatic, and like very alpha male kind of guy.
Excuse me.
yeah,
I'm
Where
going
Leisure
back.
Suit Larry just wishes he could be a guy like
yeah,
Gabriel.
but Larry always gets the girl at the very end, like never like in the middle, but like at least at the very end.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
you
and by the way,
see-
this is a little cat fight about to break out between Molly and Grace.
Oh yeah,
Is he
right.
Here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning,
Gracie, say goodnight.
Man.
ugh,
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your
I mean, he introduces himself like Knight, Gabriel Knight. I mean,
Oh,
actually,
I
he
could show you.
usually thinks he is
Nah,
James Bond or
Gabriel
something.
Knight.
Don't. I couldn't focus
Yeah,
on
actually,
anything
yeah.
right now.
That's what he. That's a
Yeah,
self-description
I know.
dialogue from the third game too. If you look at yourself in the game.
Just
Yep.
shut up and kiss me.
Oh yeah, that's a total like. Just shut up and kiss me.
Pixel smooch.
I can never take that like seriously when someone does that. Oh wait, this is day 4. Oh, I got my days mixed up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the only one apparently. That's a joke on the recent podcast we did. Like people getting
Okay.
days mixed up and things.
Yep.
So wait, I'm wondering if this is the part where we're supposed to call Wolfgang then. Yeah, this is the hard part about like trying to stay on focused on the games. On the game. Oh, now there's the creepy guy at the window.
Yep.
Holy
now
hell.
Shit is
You're
getting
not
serious.
speaking to me this morning?
Yeah.
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to
They
say.
have now a watcher on our
Right.
ass.
Yeah.
Check the newspaper before you forget.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna check it.
Gabriel cannot
And I'm gonna talk to Grace,
that
too.
doesn't work.
Come on.
Times Picayune. Dated.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
Yeah, this is the
What
day,
case?
yeah. This is when the
Yep.
case...
The Voodoo Murders case. The paper says the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on.
I know you're into it, Gabriel.
Alright.
But if it,
You don't get it.
So,
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope. Death walks close to
wouldn't it be that funny if you actually read if there actually was a horoscope that's death walks close to you?
That's what I always thought is funny because like
There's
Even
no
if it's-
horoscope that's like that on the nose.
well obviously not, but
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's an in joke.
A
But
minute, Grace?
what's
Have
that?
you ever heard that horoscope song from Weird Al?
I might have.
Do you have messages for me?
I don't think
That's
so,
one of
I
my
can't
favorite
remember.
things.
None right now.
No messages from Grace. Okay. I think we got go talk to Mosley, at least today, and then... Yeah. Today is not the day we get attacked by the snake, though. That is day 5, I know for certain. But
Yep.
today is the day we have to prove that the voodoo murders were legit.
Yeah, because he has to reopen the case.
Really, do they have to show this every time?
I like it. They only show it like once on the every day.
Yeah, once every day, but like, is it really necessary every day?
It's not so much. I mean, we're now like speed running the game more or less.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, like honestly, I enjoyed seeing it at least like because it took me a while to get to the other days because I actually tried to figure out everything. So I didn't mind too
I
much.
tell you this, but you're I had a feeling you were going to say that. Can I ask you about you? How can I convince you?
Look, the department...
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I've got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless. And besides,
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's
Yeah,
the
this
key
is
to
the
whole
thing that
And these people are
we need to
dangerous.
prove. The
They-
voodoo thing is
you want me
legit.
to reopen this case?
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
You need to
Okay,
prove there's a legitimate voodoo
we have to
cult
also
going
prove that
on.
the cult
Prove
exists.
that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
I really think they could have made a movie out of this. Like I know we talked about this before,
Yeah.
but I was just thinking about actors to play the characters, and I was thinking about
This
Mosley
is the last
being
day
portrayed
of
by
the
like as if this would have been made like in the time when it was released.
Yep.
Maybe like was John Belushi dead already? I think he was.
Yeah. Like John
But-
Belushi was already dead in the 80s. I mean. It
Oh,
was-
you know what? Who could have played this if he would have been still alive?
Yep.
He was probably dead too.
Well, go ahead.
John Candy.
John Candy, yeah.
Think
Oh, he was
about
still
it.
alive when this was made, actually, like '93.
Yeah,
But he died like '94. So yeah. So this was right around the time, though.
Imagine like John Candy as Mosley.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Like John Candy's so nice. Like Mosley's a doughboy, but he's still got a bit of an edge to him. So.
We need some. Yeah.
So we need to go and we do have to go check on that professor though.
Yep.
How do we?
It's not.
Open the
Oh
door.
my god! Oh my! Is it?
Don't click on the jacket. See,
Am I clicking on the jacket and not the? I thought I was clicking on the handle, and I thought
See,
that's what you needed to click.
That part really annoys me because they have the suit on the door,
Yeah.
and the hitbox for the door is smaller. So I would also always click. The suit doesn't open. I'm like, smart ass, to put the jacket somewhere else. That's bad game design.
Yeah.
But it's like I do like the game, but it has a couple of flaws that is like just annoying. See, here it's fine. You
Mr.
click on it, and it's obvious where to go.
Oh no, he's not dead yet. So,
And if I
Oh, we'll take care of it. Oh, different game, sorry.
Can you tell me anything about...
I told you.
he still hasn't. Yeah, he still hasn't deciphered. I think he does. I think he does. He calls the.
Yeah,
calls
he
us
calls
later.
you.
I think we have to. I think the next part is that we have to follow Crash. But you know what? It's the end of the episode, so I'm gonna take us to the place where we're gonna spy on Crash.
Yeah, right. It's
And
good.
then we'll pick it up
It's-
from there next time, because this is a pretty obvious place. This is the only time you ever go to this place, which is the Overlook. Okay, but when we come back next time, we'll do some more. Try to get to the bottom of this voodoo mystery. So, bye!
Yep. Bye.